Venus by Night. Voor de december año pasado nos comienza a trabajar el road piece aquí. El road piece representa turcos que por mirar na Venecia de la noche. A pone énfasis riba en mascarada e para plucuta crea fantasía Venice by Night. Base el road piece colorido, manera arruba su carnaval ta conocido. Agradecimento, nos quero dar oportunidade para agradecer a rende, de uma outra maneira, ajuda com o road piece aqui para caminhar, especialmente para Max, Magali, Angie, Natalie, Marilyn, Ricardo e Lady. Desfrutar de Venice by Night.
Espectacular, ¿cuándo va?
Hopi Condan,
¿El nombre?
Sandra Yerzagalay.
Sandra, contamos de qué tipo de
E nós temos o Carnaval de Venezia. Então a história do país é dos Tauernang, de Tauernang de Catedral de San Marco. A entrada é Plaza de San Marco, sorry. É brug, chama é brug de Suspiro. E tem uma bonita história para sobre a hora que o sol trabalha. Pareja lang kung ta pasando bawdi brug, nandun un tunchi, nandahaya amor eterno. E rosa nasta simboliza e cara e amor. E máscara nandi nostur, ta e máscara di misterio.
¿Cuánto tiempo dura vos?
Nós começou a de setembro.
September.
Nós vai lighting, semana passada. E de já sabra que passa. Pa ayer, nós estamos a full.
Oh, muy bonita, va bien.
Thank you.
Ricardo Donata, quando nós um dia de papi, nós estamos a representar a Tenerife, para siglo não acaba de existir na Tenerife,
Hoy en día existe parada tan grande, elección de reina. Check in YouTube, increíble bonita.
Ope bonita bakit?
Mas siya daqui, po.
Éxito. Zaida Tenerife, espectacular. Dalo cual nos disfrutando de Carnaval 71 hoy.
Carnaval, enjoy. Besos.
Your social and health insurance is Your social and health insurance.
Are you SXM insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXM is cardless. Request your My SXM account today and enter the virtual office of SXM. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
Your social and health insurance is.
SCDF, have you identified those persons yet? And
Yes,
what precisely will be the role on the board of SCDF?
So yes, we have, as COM, we have decided that we will have a representative of the STB, of the Carnival Committee, of the St. Martin Tourist Bureau, and we're looking at maybe to appoint someone from the Cultural Department, and they would be on the board and they would have oversight on the funds and how the funds is going to be used, and make sure that the main point is to make sure that Carnival is balanced, that it doesn't lack any financial, because what's happening right now with Carnival, and if maybe Mr. Rajuki could elucidate a little more, is that financially they're fine. if they're balanced, but they have past obligations that keeps haunting them that they need to clarify. So with that, we're trying to make sure that everything is up to date in the next hopefully 3 to 4 years. So I don't know if you want to elaborate a little bit on that.
Yes, it's one of the things in them that the Carnival Committee had always been looking forward to, is having cooperation and members from the government on the board of the Carnival Committee. It is something that we have been looking for a couple of years now. We did have it before, where we had a member from the tourist office on the board of the Carnival Committee. So it's something that we accepted it, and we will work together with the government in making sure that everything goes according to plan with government and SCDF.
Obviously, 600,000 guilders is a lot of money, Mr. Rajuki. We know of the lien placed on the SCDF by the board of the Carnival Village. Based on that money, which has been presented to you as a Carnival Foundation now, can one safely say that you will be able to pay off your debt in that the lien placed on the SCDF will be lifted?
Well, at the moment, right, that is still something that we are discussing, and we're sure that will be, I believe that will be lifted soon from SOK.
Ms. Chen, you mentioned of the fact that you're looking forward to having media houses on St. Martin for the festivities. Can you give us an idea as to where they are coming from?
Sure. Usually with Carnival, which has been successful for every year basically, what we do is we have our firms abroad, so in Canada, as I mentioned, the different regions. They screen, and we have specific journalists or social media influencers. We host them in order for them to cover Carnival in many aspects. So it's not just Carnival, it's lifestyle, because while they're here, this is a festivity, it's about food, it's about the people. So this is the way. What we do is usually have a 6-day or 5-day itinerary for them. From the day they arrive, they're busy experiencing everything, whereby they also might be going to a concert or to the competition in the village when there is the food competition, bartending competition. I know there is cocktail competition, but we take them out also around the island so they can, experience the island and connect basically our culture to also our carnival, which is our festivity. So that is what we need to look forward to. And that has been successful because we receive a lot of exposure, whether it's in marketing, in articles, and as we know, that is usually millions of reach.
Is there a budget allocated for this type of promotion for Carnival? Is there? A budget allocated for this type of promotion?
This budget falls usually under our usual budget of hosting, which falls under our marketing budget. Okay. So it is within our operational budget that we do this.
Yes, thank you. Good afternoon. A question for the minister. As far as the importance of Carnival, I'm sure that during the parliamentary meeting, when you were asked about other events, the question was asked, what's going to happen with of course, the local brand Carnival. So what's different this time? We've been here many times as far as cooperation is concerned. We're going to do better things. We're going to make sure they have the monies to pay off all the debts. What's different this time?
Well, this time, for the first time in history, government has an agreement with Carnival. There's a private-public agreement, but Mr. Dick, you came a little late for the press briefing, and I mentioned it in my statement. We're going to be having a private-public collaboration with the Carnival Committee. We're going to be signing that in the coming weeks. So this time around, that's number one, that's different. Number two, that's different. It's more than government has ever issued to Carnival, because I think in the past, once we did 500,000 guilders, but standard, I think it was between 360,000, if I'm correct, about that. Yes, so this time it's a lot more. And this time we're focusing more on their operational costs. So we're focusing more on making sure that the operational cost is done. And in addition to that, the tourist office is going to help them with the marketing. So using the tourist office platform to support them regionally and internationally with the marketing. So that's the difference, yes.
Ms. Chong, when it comes to the local market, media-wise, you mentioned internationally, but of course the local media would feel a little bit left out if they are not included in any plans to support the local event.
No, they're not. Of course, you're not left out. We've always included the local market as well, but we will do it. Okay, but we will do it in a different format this year. So you will be hearing about that. That will come out as well. Because what we have been doing also is every conference we have, we try to invite the local media to be part of it, whether it's with media badges. So therefore, that will be the same methodology. So the local media will not be left out. May I add a few more comments? I think having this partnership, like the president has said, we've had it before. Having STB working closely with Carnival, there's a lot of logistics that we're familiar already with, cost effective. And honestly, if we compare to the Caribbean islands, how much they spend on Carnival, and compare the islands, the destinations, I think 600,000 guilders, which is about, will help me out here in dollars, compared to, for example, Trinidad, who is in the, millions, and Barbados. I think this is not about, yes, it's a lot of money, but it also gives us a return on investment. A return on investment of people coming, of people spending, and that is one of the things that we will be doing also. Part of the project is an economic impact study on what Carnival does to the economy. And that is going to be very important, because I can guarantee you that we can leave out the locals that go out and spend, and that vacation, even in their own country. A lot of people take vacation during Carnival. You see them in backstreet shopping, getting outfits. That is all a positive economic impact. So a study will be done also to show the effectiveness of Carnival.
Thank you. Mr. Rajuki, if you can also speak to the village. I know that SCDF for years have been trying to get the village as a office. It's 2017. So how far are we when it comes to that? I'm sure you'd have to drop it in any meeting with the minister.
Well, when it comes to the office, we are still in that phase of discussion concerning with SOK. We already spoke with the minister concerning with that. That's something that we are still going to be dealing with at the moment. But it's something that we've been trying to request for a while as well, to get the office into the village. But then again, it goes through, procedures, and those procedures, and then we have to go to government and make sure that we are all on the same page when it comes to that.
And the good thing, we have the ministry here, so then you can talk to that, how far that is. Because, of course, they pay, the SCDF pays.
They pay extra, actually, to be in
use
there.
The village, yes.
But that's one of the negotiations right now for the agreement that we're about to sign. That's something we're planning to embed in the private-public agreement. Like I said, that agreement will be for 2026, 27, 28. Right now, this is just an incidental subsidy for 2025. But those are all the little, make sure that Carnival runs smoothly. That will also be embedded in that agreement as the time comes along. Yes?
I'm happy my colleague made mention of the village, Mr. Rajuki. Repairs were being done to the booths in the village. Can you give us an idea as to how far ahead are those repairs?
Yes, so far what I have observed, the 13 booths have already been structured, and right now they're doing the last finishing touch on it, which is the roof, doing the electrical part, and also most of the booths in them, they have tiled most of the floors in them in the booths, and that is coming on very, very well. By the middle of this week, we should hear the rest of the construction should be in a final stage, so that we can start going and see that those 13 booths will be ready for Carnival 2025.
And of course, you have a few pre-Carnival events coming up. The Causeway Jump Up is one of them. Can you provide some information as far as that is concerned?
The Causeway Jump Up will be on the 15th of March. You know that in the Cincinnati area, that was something that I think we had put that in after we didn't have any more unity jump up, and we said we want to give a little taste to the people and the tourists in that area. So the 15th, it will be back again, the Causeway jump up, where we take it from by Kimsha area, and we go right around back to Kimsha. It is something that we look at, that we give the people what they want, as they say in the music. You give the people what they want, and that's one of them, that we give the people what they want for our road to Carnival. Our first event will be our block party at the Republic parking lot. That will be on the 14th of March.
As far as the unity is concerned, you mentioned it, so that means, is it coming back anytime soon?
Well, we have talks already with the French side on that matter, so that should be in the making pretty soon. You never know, for next year, it could be a part of our big event for next year.
If I should get ready for the road, don't let me down, just let me know. If Carnival will be the greatest show, it's Carnival in my land, yeah.
Your social and health insurance is your social and health insurance.
Are you SXV insured? Do you have a valid medical insurance status? SXV is cardless. Request your My SXV account today and enter the virtual office of SXV. Go to sxv.sx and sign up now.
Your social and health insurance.
It's time for a new brand that is as bold, vibrant, and colorful as the island of St. Martin, with colors drawn from our diversity, cultural heritage, and nature. Our breathtaking beaches, waters, and sun, the majestic brown pelican, our national symbol, the radiant yellow sage, our national flower, the historic border monument signifying the Dutch and French sides, our exciting cruise, yachting, and boating ports, renowned Maho Beach and St. Martin Airport, the hub to the Caribbean. All these parts come together to create the shape of the island of St. Martin. More than a logo. It's a new brand that engages, excites, and will inspire travelers to book. It's time to tell the St. Martin story, to reintroduce travelers to St. Martin, to honor our past, to embrace our present, and shape our future. Our culture and diversity, Dutch and French sides, unrivaled cuisine, twice the nightlife, entertainment, and shopping, cruises, boating, and yachting, twice the adventure, exploration, and relaxation, splendid and scenic accommodations, Pinel, Tentamar, and island hopping in the Caribbean. Whatever your taste, St. Martin has more. Experience twice the Caribbean. St. Martin.
Officials at Antigua Cruise Port have been buoyed by the numbers these past 5 years. The organization is in celebratory mode considering the record-breaking arrivals being facilitated by the cutting-edge port facilities. General Manager Gaspar George tells us of the increasing numbers of excursionists.
And in that time, we were just neighboring about 600,000 passengers the last year in 2024. We ended the cruise year with about 823,000 passengers. And this year trending, we will be about 870,000 passengers. And when we look at the cruise season, which starts in October and ends in May of the following year, we'll be trending almost at 1 million passengers.
Although passengers' assessments of the experience have been mostly encouraging, the team, though, has not been resting on its laurels. Plans are in place to make improvements in several areas.
We're trying to improve the look and the feel, the whole guest experience within the Heritage Quay, which is a very unique quay in of itself, where it's one where the people come together, it's not enclosed, and therefore it brings its uniqueness and challenges. So we're not looking at the challenges as one that will limit us, but how we can really capitalize on the benefits to ensure that we emboss the look, the feel, and the appeal of the port, and of course Antigua.
George posits a strategy to propel the port facilities include the imminent start to construction on the multi-million-dollar upland development project.
We broke ground on February 10th. We're starting the construction as early as next week with the commencement of piling within that area. And so it really involves a day club, increasing our look, as I mentioned, and our feel, a state-of-the-art terminal.
And according to Marketing and Communications Manager of the Port, Elijah James, an exciting slate of activities is being planned to ensure the public is part of the celebration of this 5th year. For ABS News, I'm Ursil Charles Jr.
The University of the West Indies Five Islands campus continues to partner with CIBC Caribbean in assisting female students gain scholarships through an essay competition. It is part of ensuring the empowerment of women. Both winners conveyed their gratitude and gave their advice for future female participants. First place winner in the Business and Management Department, Makita Lawrence, says no matter the circumstance, always push yourself beyond it.
I was putting together the essay and my computer crashed. Yes, it did. And lo and behold, I got to submit the essay 9:30 something. I know. So I was a bit despondent because we're like, okay, I missed the time. I don't know if I'm going to be selected. But I just did what I had to do. And when I got the email, I was like, okay, I actually won.
Second place winner, Zalika Fields, encourages all women to pursue their dreams.
Even though you're a woman, doesn't mean that you should just settle for what everyone perceives that you should do or what you should act as. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're looking to start your own business, then put yourself forward, apply yourself, and there are different mentorships you could try to look out for that will help push you forward, and it takes confidence.
Campus Registrar Dr. Camille Samuel expressed the university's elation in partnering with CIBC Caribbean in providing opportunities for its students to reach their full potential.
Education is the vehicle, so we are absolutely pleased to partner with CIBC, and we thank them so much for never forgetting us and always thinking about our students as you work through how you recognize in meaningful ways the contributions of women.
Corporate manager at CIBC Caribbean, Priscilla Leons, also explains the institution's commitment to gender equality and how meaningful collaborations like this help to build and prepare future leaders.
This collaboration between the university and the bank reflects the shared belief in your potential and the recognition that financial support can be a catalyst for growth. The bank has invested not just in your education, but in the leaders, innovators, and change makers that you are destined to become.
These young ladies were reminded that the education they receive should be used as a tool to complement their determination to accomplish their goals. Reporting for ABS News, this is Kim Emmanuel Beard.
The Cabinet of Antigua and Barbuda has met with officials from the Ministry of Agriculture and a local farmer to discuss strategies aimed at enhancing food security across the nation. Chief of Staff in the Prime Minister's office, Ambassador Lionel Hurst, highlights water storage as a key issue for farmers, particularly in light of recurring droughts and floods.
We're going to help farmers with water storage. Most farms will fail because the drought condition in Antigua and Barbuda causes its ugly head from time to time to appear, and farmers are unable to grow food without water.
He shares Cabinet's views on the best way to addressing this problem.
We think that one of the ways to help solve this water problem is by helping the farmers to have dams and ponds and even reservoirs of one sort or another that will reduce the quantum of water that disappears by way of evaporation.
Ambassador Hurst also discusses the growing demand of poultry products, acknowledging the increasing cost of chicken feed.
We know, for example, that the more chickens we grow, whether they are for producing eggs or for producing meats, poultry meats, that chickens require a great deal of feed. And we're going to seek to direct some farmers into growing some of the feed or even importing, in some instances, some of the soybeans.
He says the government also plans to continue promoting backyard gardening and expanding food production across the country. Shanakisha Francis, ABS News.